In the endless void of space, where stars blink like ancient eyes, the Yacha, the alien hunters known to mankind only as predators, speak of honor not in words, but in scars. Among them exists a singular legend, a hunter draped not only in the bones of his prey, but in the traditions of Earth's greatest warriors. He is called the Spartan, a predator born of the warrior caste, trained to seek out only the mightiest foe. His armor is etched with stories of conquered samurai, of Viking berserkers, of Aztec jaguars, and yet one name, whispered in old human texts and immortalized in alien records, remains unchallenged. Achilles, the demigod of Greece, son of the sea goddess Thetis, the spear of the Myrmidons, invulnerable save for a single heel, a figure so formidable that even gods feared his wrath. For the Spartan Predator, this was not just prey, this was destiny. The alien craft broke through the atmosphere like a silent spearhead, cloaked from the eyes of men. The target, Troy, a city crumbling beneath the weight of a 10-year siege. The Greeks had already breached the walls. The gods had abandoned the land. Fire consumed the temples, screams echoed through the ruins, and in the midst of it all stood Achilles, untouched, unbroken. He moved like a force of nature, slaying Trojan after Trojan with speed no mortal could match. Bronze glistened on his skin, blood soaked his sandals, and in his eyes burned the fury of loss, the grief of Patroclus, the betrayal of Agamemnon, the hatred of all who dared oppose him. He wasn't fighting for Greece anymore. He was fighting to become legend. From the high cliffs above, the Spartan watched. Thermal vision highlighted Achilles' frame in golden red. His movements were flawless, his instincts near prescient. The hunter had seen many champions across the galaxies, but this one was different. This one might win. Inside his vessel, the Spartan prepared. He bypassed plasma casters and explosives, opting instead for a close combat hunt, a duel. He strapped on his sacred coma stick, elongated twin wrist blades and a curved ritual dagger. His mask was shaped like a bronze helm, his dreadlocks tied in Spartan fashion, his red war cloth flowing like the banners of ancient Sparta. He carved a new symbol on his gauntlet, the rising sun of Troy. Then he stepped into the dying city. Trojans and Greeks alike halted in awe as the creature appeared from the smoke. Towering, armored, otherworldly. Yet he came not with rage or fire. He walked straight toward the man of destiny. Achilles, wounded but radiant, approached with narrowed eyes. "You're no god, I know," he spat, brandishing his spear. The Spartan dropped a severed head at Achilles' feet. Agamemnon's general, flayed and marked, and bowed. A gesture of honor, respect, challenge. Achilles smiled. "You want a duel? Fine. Let us give the fates something to remember." The battle erupted. Achilles struck first, spear darting like lightning. The predator deflected with his blades, claws sparking against bronze. Achilles flipped through the air, landing behind him and slashing low. The Spartan kicked him back with thunderous force, sending him crashing through a column. They clashed in temples, courtyards, and burning streets, every strike shaking the foundations of the city. Achilles was faster, agile as a panther, striking from impossible angles. But the Spartan had centuries of experience, strength to lift a boulder, and weapons forged in the void of space. Achilles' spear grazed the predator's side. Green blood hissed. The Spartan's comba stick impaled Achilles' shoulder. He roared, tore it out, and kept going. They moved like twin storms, carving a path of destruction wherever they touched. They fought in silence, the sounds of clashing steel and snarling breath the only music. Neither gave quarter, neither asked for mercy. At last they stumbled into a field of corpses, both warriors bloodied and gasping. The Spartan's mask was shattered, revealing one fierce reptilian eye. Achilles' face was cut, his golden hair matted with sweat and blood. They circled. The Spartan growled something guttural, his native tongue, but his mask translated it. "You are worthy," Achilles smirked. "Damn right I am." They charged. Blades met steel, a thunderclap of finality. When the dust settled, both fell. Achilles lay impaled by the Predator's twin blades, blood pouring from his mouth, but his own sword had been driven deep into the hunter's throat, nearly severing his spine. The silence returned. Achilles, gasping, looked at the stars. Let them sing of this. His heart stilled. The Spartan, broken and gurgling, activated his medkit. It hissed as it fused tissue and pumped painkillers through his body. Slowly, painfully, he rose. He did not roar in triumph. He limped, dragging himself back to his ship, leaving a trail of green blood behind. The city of Troy fell behind him. Men would speak of its destruction, but none would ever know what truly happened in that final duel. Achilles was declared dead, slain by cowardice, some said. A lucky arrow, none knew the truth. But across the stars, on Yacha Prime, the Spartan returned in silence. He placed a new trophy in the Hall of Champions. Not a skull, but Achilles' broken blade, wrapped in a crimson sash. He carved a new mark on his mask, a spiral sun over a lion's head. Some prey he knew deserved to be remembered not in death, but in legend. And as the stars turned once more, and new hunts were planned, the Spartan gazed into the void, knowing that no future challenge would ever match the day he faced the greatest warrior who ever lived. Legends never die, but the greatest among them live forever in the memory of the hunter.